So here's your supplies list to get through these workouts. What you're gonna need is a standard beach towel, colorful preferably. You're gonna need something that's weighted. So for us, we have plates, but frankly, you can use, and I'll talk about this a little bit, you can use things like a gallon jug, and a gallon jug is about 8.5, 9 pounds when it's completely full with water or milk. And so you can change those little by little, but like these are 5-pound weights, so a halfway full jug would get the job done. If you're a little bit stronger, you might need it to be completely full. And then the last thing you'll need consistently is probably gonna be a chair to either tuck your toes under or put one of your feet on top of for a number of exercises. Aside from that, we don't have any equipment that you're gonna need because we're assuming you're doing this from home. If you have specific equipment at home, whether that be an exercise ball, different bands, or even dumbbells, you should give us a call or email me directly at davidg@discoverstrength.com because we can put together a program that incorporates a little bit more equipment, but this is kind of the bare minimum that you'll need. We're gonna do another more advanced workout here with Hannah, starting off with the upper body this time. So the sequence that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a push-up right into a 3-weight plate raise, back into push-ups for the chest. Okay, so let's start that off here, Hannah. You can lay down flat on the ground, pushing yourself up in 2 seconds. You're gonna lower down for 4. And just remember not to let the hips dip down on you. So right back up. So Hannah's gonna go to the point of muscle failure here, and then we're gonna go right into this 3-weight plate raise. No need for much of a finisher there because we're getting back to the push-ups. Okay, so you're gonna have arms completely straight, starting off with the front raise here, Hannah. So all the higher she wants to get is until her arm is parallel to the ground. She doesn't need to come up super high here. So a diagonal there as well. Then she'll do 2 reps to the side, a diagonal, and a front raise. And that will be rotation 1. She'll do 3 rotations of that. And a great way to make it tougher is at the very end of the sets to do static holds at the top of the position and try to maintain a hold at the top, and that'll finish off the deltoids. Okay, so as soon as you finish up this front raise here, Hannah, I'm gonna take the weights from you. You're going right back to push-ups. Now, many people won't be able to complete hardly any push-ups, okay, because we already reached fatigue on them. So you might have to just do negatives or even knee push-ups, and that's fine, but you'll do as many as you can again, transition maybe into some negatives if she can only do 2 or 3 reps. Remember, we wanna ideally be doing each exercise for at least 60 seconds probably. Okay, so you can hit pause and we'll transition into the upper back exercise next. So for the upper back, we're gonna do another sequence. So we're gonna be doing a towel row, followed by that bent over posterior rear deltoid exercise back into the towel row. All right, Hannah. So once again, for towel row, we'll do a slow build up here, but then Hannah's going all out tension for at least half of it for 60 to 120 seconds. Okay, really trying to engage her upper back, her biceps and her forearm. She's really ripping into it as hard as she can, doing a good job of keeping good posture and her upper body tall, making sure to breathe throughout. Okay, so done there, you're done with your time. We'll get into that bent over posterior deltoid exercise. So really important on this one to make sure that the arms stay completely straight, okay? Coming up until your arms are about parallel to the ground. Beautiful, and down for 4. And you want to literally think about pinching your shoulder blades together back here and overemphasize that pause at the very top, slowly coming down, and then back into your towel row. So that one, once again, you'll do 8 to 12 probably repetitions, potentially do a hold depending on how tough you want it to be, and then we're right back into towel row. That posterior deltoid exercise is heavily involved, so it acts as basically a pre-exhaust going into the towel row. So it should be a great one for the upper back here. So all done there, Hannah. So you can pause it and transition into your upper body there and your rows. So we'll transition from this into some leg exercise here. So what Hannah's gonna do is she's actually gonna start off with a wall sit. From the wall sit, we're gonna transition into partial range of motion lunge. Partial range of motion squat. And then we're going to get into reverse lunges, okay? So we would hold this position for 1 to 2 minutes to get some initial fatigue built up. And then we can step away here, Hannah, and go right into a partial range of motion squat. So arms straight out in front of you, feet slightly externally rotated. Awesome. Sit down as low as you can. Just up to my hand here, right there. 4 seconds coming down. You want to really make sure you're pushing through your heels and keeping your shoulders back as you do this exercise. She would do this for, once again, 8 to 12 repetitions, maybe a quick hold at the end. Beautiful. And then we'll transition to reverse lunges. You can face this direction, and you're literally stepping back and lunging back in place. Tap your back knee to the ground. Excellent. And then the left leg comes back. So this is an exercise that you can hold on to some weights, hold on to some cans or water jugs to make it a little tougher. And then a great way to finish this exercise off is with partial range of motion or with a quick hold. So Hannah can come down to halfway and do a hold for 10, 20, 30 seconds to finish off. Okay, so that's the leg sequence for today. A wall sit followed by partial range of motion squat into a reverse lunge. Okay, so pause now and get into your legs here. We'll finish off very similar to we have other times with abs, right into an ab bridge and then a Superman hold for the low back. So Hannah will be laying back here. You can play with the protocols, but we'll do a standard 2 up, 4 down here, Hannah. And down for 4 seconds there. And just make sure to really ease off the bottom, just the base of the shoulder blades. Excellent. Transition into your ab bridge here. Perfect. And you maintain this for, once again, trying to get a couple minutes, but really as long as you can. Once again, on that abs, we're still doing a full 8 to 12 reps, and then right into a Superman hold where she's trying to simultaneously pull her thighs, but also her chest and shoulders off of the ground and squeezing the low back as she does this one. So that's the end of this workout. Thank you very much and good luck.